All right, in this episode, we talk about tubing.
Give me that shit. I'm gonna throw gas.
No, I'm gonna throw gas. All right, Brent Porcio here, Stephen Godani at TopVelocity #PitchingTips Show, where you go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at TopVelocity #PitchingTips. You ask your question, we'll answer on the show. Anything about pitching, anything about Top Velocity, we will answer it. Promise you. We love talking about Top Velocity. Love it. We love it. All right. So also subscribe, share, help us get this out there, and go to TopVelocity.net. Check out the programs. We're also going to be at the ABCA convention. Hopefully, no, that's going to be January 7th. Come by our booth. We'll be with King of the Hill. Check us out, okay? What's the question for today?
Frederick Hinkle asks, what value do the stretch bands have? Warm up with them, gain velo with them, use them at all before or after pitching?
All right, so Frederick, I think you're talking about any type of bands that we see out there. I'm not going to use their names because I have been for dropping names before about other products and reviews. I've had legal issues, so I will not use any names. So you know what I'm talking about. Any type of band, I guess that's what you're talking about. Now, this is my issue with the bands, is it's once again everyone thinking it's one thing. I strengthen my arm with a bunch of tubes with a lot of reps. I'm going to throw harder. I'm going to be injury free. And that's very far from the truth. How many guys out there have done bands and wind up hurting themselves, injuring themselves, throwing? So obviously, I don't think there's that much of a correlation. I would say, of course, it could help, but here's the problem. Pitchers are already overthrowing, right? You're already applying a lot of reps throwing. So putting in hundreds of thousands of reps with your tubing, is that the best thing to do? Is that the best approach in strength? And here's the other issue I have with baseball. Baseball goes out and reinvents the wheel all the time because they don't want to let the strength and conditioning community in with all their knowledge and resources. They try to just say they know everything without their certifications, I guess, and reinvent the wheel. Here's the problem. If you're really trying to strengthen the joint, it's the best way to do it with a tube, is the best way to do it with a high amount of reps at low weight. Is that the best way? I'm just going to ask you. We don't think it's completely the best way. Obviously, it's a part of the equation, and there should be a model built around different levels of intensity and exercises to do that. And just going out on a fence and doing your tubing isn't going to protect you. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to protect you from arm injury. It's not going to get you to maximum velocity. Right now, I hope you can hear that. I hope you want to look into it more because that's going to be the best thing for you. For warm-up, yeah, that's fine for a warm-up, okay? But don't overdo it in a warm-up. You can fry the rotator cuff for a warm-up with tubing and then go in and hurt yourself in the game because you fried the rotator cuff. Be careful, right? In that case, it actually could hurt you, so be careful. What was the other part of the question? Okay, so if you look at my program, I have some tubing exercises, I have some dumbbell exercises, I have some shoulder exercises, some total body exercises. Okay, so obviously that's just one piece of the puzzle, and I wouldn't overdo it. That's the point I'm trying to make. I want you to learn more of the pieces of the puzzle. I want you to get the 3X programs and learn how we develop it all together, and how it's just as important to develop the legs, or more important to develop the legs than the arm. Just as important to develop the elbow joint as opposed to the shoulder joint. Here's the thing, is torque is gonna find the weakest link. If you've overstrengthened the shoulder, it's gonna go to the elbow. Okay, if you've overstrengthened both of these, it might go to the back. I don't know. It's going to go where the weakest link is. Typically in the big muscle groups aren't the weak links. That's why the injuries come out here. And overstrengthening those with high reps, light weight, I would tell you right now, not the best approach. Is a lot more that you need to learn. Anything you want to add to that?
I think you covered it pretty well. Just know that it's just a piece of the puzzle, and it's not going to be the cure-all to injury and velocity. That there's a lot more to it than just that. And like Brent said, we have a place for that in the program where we do some tube work, we do some arm work and stuff, strengthen the smaller muscles a little bit, but it doesn't all come down to that. You need to do a lot more than that.
And if you think that that's all you need is tubing, extra sets of tubing, and that's where you got to put all your time, and you're going to throw hard, and you're going to prevent injury, you're delusional. You're not. Your eyes aren't open to what you need to know if you want to get to an elite level. So I hope if you're that guy, you're willing to go to TopVelocity.net and look into more of what you need to do to be as best you can injury-free and to optimize your true velocity potential. All right, if you have a question, go to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and at TopVelocity, #Picture Tips. Ask your question, we answer on the show. And like I said, if you haven't already, go to TopVelocity.net. Check out more of our programs. Come down to our 3X Velocity camps. Hey, and if you're going to be in Nashville, ABCA convention, come and see us at the King of the Hill booth. You'll see me there, Steven as well, and the David Ardsma will be there.
Yeah.